Hey guys, it's me, Tiblets or Henry or whatever you want to call me. And this story is about the first time that I smoked laced weed. So pretty crazy as you can tell from the title and from I guess the start, the intro. So, yeah. All right. Well, buckle in and grab a snack. Don't actually buckle in. That was really cringe. I don't know why I said that, but I thought it'd be funny and it was not. I'm sorry. But let me know what your favorite snack is in the comments. All right, I'm excited to hear. I personally I love white cheddar Cheez-Its. Those are pretty good. But enough about me. Actually, I guess more about me because of the story time. But all right. So this story takes place about 4 months ago, kind of when I started smoking weed, like around there. Um, And my buddy hit me up and he was like, "Yo, I got this new shit and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be really good." I was like, all right. What do you mean by that though? Like, that's kind of weird. Like, you got this new shit. Like, I'm not trying to try new shit, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I was like, all right, which is not a good idea. If you trust your gut, honestly, trust your gut, guys, because I ended up not having a good time. This was not a good high, I would say. I mean, it was interesting. So I hop over to his house around like 6. We were gonna sleep over anyway, so it was like, yeah. So I pull up to his crib and I'm like, "Hey, what's good, man?" And we dap each other up. And then we go into his trailer. This is like we have like a I don't know. He's like a trailer, and that's where we do all of our stuff in it. And it's like really nice, and we just get high on there. And no one goes out there. No one really cares. So, yeah. And we're in here. We're not. We're waiting a little bit just for people to go to sleep. Because they don't want us, smoking, obviously. But so we're waiting for them. We have dinner and all that, and we're just chilling. And it hits to be about 9. We watch a movie. It was pretty good. Have you all seen Megan? That was a pretty all right movie. But we watched that, and then we're like, all right, let's pull out the J's. So he has this glass container, and he pulls out some pre-rolled J's. He's kind of too lazy to roll them, and that's fair. That's fair. But they're pre-rolled, so easy enough, right? Easy enough. So he pulls them out, and we plan to each smoke a J. That's what we plan to do. And I know it wasn't the tolerance speaking when I after I smoked this, but I light it up, I smoke it, and we're walking down to our local donut place, and it opens up at 11. So we have a couple hours. Like we have at this time it's like 9:30, where we start walking, and it's getting dark out. It's kind of ending winter time, so it's still pretty dark out, and so smoking the J's, and we see this guy, and he's like unloading his car or something. I don't really know what he was doing. He was kind of outside, like at like 9:30, 9:45 p.m. for some reason in the dark. So we quickly hide like our bottle and we hide the J's. And my friend had like a jacket, and he kind of like put his jacket over them. And it wasn't really that big of a deal, like if he saw it, but he actually did see us, which kind of got me stressed. But that was probably just a high talking because he was like, "Okay, guys, I know what you're doing. Just don't get caught. Like, I really don't care, but just don't get caught because a lot of other people would probably report you or something because you know how it is here. It's annoying." But he was super chill, so that kind of got my high. My night started really well, and my high was starting well. So we continued walking, and after a little bit, like once this high starts kicking, I start to realize something. I'm seeing visuals. So, off weed, you're not supposed to see visuals. You're supposed to kind of feel high and feel. It's about the body. You see visuals off like shrooms and acid and that shit. And I have stories about that in future stories. But I'm seeing visuals, and he is too. So I know it's not just me, and I know it's not like the tolerance or whatever. So I first thing I see is this person running by. They're like kind of down the street, and they're running by, and it's not a real person. So I'm like, what the hell? And I see like things like in the trees, like, and I see like this like kind of, I don't, like a cult, like a cult. That's how I can explain it. Like a cult of people in front, like across the street, and they're staring at us, but they're not real because we go over to that side and they're not there. And I see, well, there's one time where I saw a cat walk by about 6 feet, and there's no cat. So I know I'm tripping off weed, which is, this sounds crazy. So I'm guessing this is somehow laced with like mushrooms or something. I don't know, but we keep walking, and at this point we're walking through the school because there's like a shortcut through the field at our school to get to the donut place, and I keep seeing these cult people like that. That's what I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna call them cult people because it's like a line of people that are just like shadow people. Honestly, that's what it looks like kind of. So we're walking, and my friend, he's seen other shit. Like he's seen some other shit too, and I don't see this, but I kind of play along with him. Like I see all the shadow people and the cats and like the monkeys and the trees, like all that shit. But he keeps seeing this red eye. And he's like, the red eye's looking at us. Don't look at it, or he's gonna come for you. And I'm like, what? And he's like freaking me out because I'm high. So like I'm like my mind isn't in the right place. So I'm freaking out because he's making this like creepy story about this eye that's gonna come after us. And so I'm freaking out, and we run to this donut place, and at this donut place, we see my buddy. Let's call him William. Let's call him William because he's not that important. But we see my buddy, and this kid is a complete stoner, bro. This kid does all the drugs you could think of, and he is like, it's crazy. So this kid is already faded out of his mind, and he's with his other buddy. I don't know who this kid is, but he's with his other buddy, and Charles, right? Charles. Yeah, I think it's Charles. So Charles, he has his pen. He has the cart, and he's just off that. And we let him try some of our shit, and I mean, he's probably done lace shit before, but he was like, this shit is nice. This shit is nice. So that was kind of compliments to the weed. I'm happy about it. At least we got good weed, you know? If it's gonna be laced with this shit, at least it was good. So he rips one of our J's, and then he just kind of goes away. Like he was trying to get home. It was kind of getting dark out, and he was kind of not in the right mind, which is honestly responsible of him to be home because he should not be out when he's like this crazy. He's probably off, like he's probably tripping off like shrooms, some shit. But anyways, we ordering the donuts was a whole other story, but ordering the donuts was so hard. We were like, can I get a jelly donut and a sprinkle donut? And my friend thought, like, we had the munchies obviously, but we ordered 12 donuts each. Bro, I'm not finishing all that, bro. I do not have the stomach to finish all that. I thought I was, but that was $24. Each donut was really cheap. It was only $1 a donut, so that was pretty nice. But out of my bank, he didn't have any money, and I had to pay for it because he got the weed, which I guess is fair. But still, I had to pay a lot of money, and I was not very happy about that. But anyways, we walk home, and we keep seeing these people, and I kid you not, on our way home, we're walking down this one street, and it's the one down, like, going straight home from the donut shop, and we see a cop car on the side of the road, and we freak out, and somehow he doesn't see us because if he saw us, then he would be like super suspicious, obviously, because we're walking at like 11:30 p.m. It's very dark out, and if he even had the idea of questioning us, then like we were done. Yeah, because we were faded out of our minds. So we freak out. I mean, some of it was the weed speaking. We could have probably not freaked out. I don't know. The past tense of freak out. Yeah, we probably wouldn't have freaked out, but we were pretty scared because bad things could have happened. But luckily, they didn't see us. So we go behind. We quickly walk to the street next to us that the cop car's not on, and we get out of there. So, anyways, we eventually, when we're going through the school, we decide to lay down, and we laid down for like way too long. But this feeling was so nice. We see the curvature of the earth. We are seeing that because we are so faded. We are like, this is the life. This is the life. We are so happy Like, it was such a good moment. It was such a good, just homey moment, like bonding time. We're laying down on the field, on the football field, and we're looking at the sky and we're looking at all the stars. I'm seeing some shit like moving in the sky. Obviously not real, but I know I'm seeing it. Like, it's kind of crazy. So I'm seeing that, and I'm still a little like, what is happening? And I still see the like shadow people surrounding us. So I'm kind of freaked out because I don't know. Like, I know it's not real, but it looks really real. So we decide to get the hell out of there. We go home, go back to his trailer, eat some donuts. We actually end up watching some horror shows, horror videos on YouTube. Some of the Five Nights at Freddy's VHS tapes, those shit are so creepy while you're faded. We were so scared, and we were literally huddled up in his bed in the trailer, and it was so scary. So that was fun. But um I guess if there's a moral to the story, which usually there are after every story, it's don't if trust your gut. Yeah, trust your gut. Like, if your friend says I have some new shit and you're already rolling with the old shit, you already like the old shit and you know that shit is safe, don't go for the new shit. So yeah, just stick with what you know and don't go for the new shit if you don't trust it. So, or at least do some research. So yeah, that's the story of when I smoked laced weed. I'm guessing with like mushroom, some shit in the side of it, but I don't know who we got it from, and I don't trust doing that shit again. Probably. I mean, maybe now. Like, I just don't want to get laced. Like fentanyl. That shit kills. But yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I sure enjoyed telling it, and I have a lot more stories coming up, and I'm gonna try to post frequently. Probably not daily. I do have a lot of stuff going on, but definitely frequently, and I will. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.